I feel like a colored book, but all the black lines have been removed,
leaving formless shapes to be built upon or redefined.
But society's stencils are at attention in the phalanx, waiting to be placed, but they are too constricting.
Cramping the image that I have designed, leaving spaces unfilled.
The identity I've created is unlined, waiting to be defined by my fingertips.
Only the black crayon has been removed by forces beyond our control.
And I am met with the realization that the hexagon I've created does not fit nicely inside the skeleton of their black square.
So I flip through pages upon pages, watching lines appear from hands unseen, leading me to their formulaic answer, brainwashing into belief that the woman that appears at the end is who I am.
The scissors' incisions remove us from our static pages, lifting us up to see the world around us. It is manufactured by the images of those who came before us, complete with fragile limbs attached with brass pins that only let you rotate in circles. There is no reaching forwards or backwards for understanding, and if you do and push too hard, those brass pins will leave you limbless, floating in a line to be picked up, discarded, or repaired by tape that lets the scars shine through.
How can I touch you with shards of paper? Because I count each tear as a glimmer of hope, stretching beyond the existence chosen for me. If only they were seen as something beautiful by those who have not yet been torn, because they will be one day. And when that day comes, they will be reaching to climb out of the trash can that all paper dolls find themselves in, with no tape to repair their limbs. But I will climb out, because the tape that was used as a Band-Aid has done more to change me than those parents will ever know. But when I reach the top, I am no longer flexible, and teetering on the edge, I fall and hit the ground
hard and plastic.
My scars forming into airbrush, my scars forming into perfect skin, airbrushed to perfection in binary colors.
The tape forming cisgender clothing to fit my female body.
The eyes I see through now are Disney-fied.
When you look into them, they are lifeless.
Seeing nothing at all.
One fixed smile tells only one story.
And with expressions ever expressionless, the plastic mask tells us how we should feel.
Like spare outfits and accessories, happiness is provided for us. Batteries not included, but when that external purchase is placed positive to,
negative,
and the switch is flipped from,
off to,
on, that battery juice activates our single-digit phrases, and thus we become slaves to the voice boxes inserted into our hearts. With a mere 5 to 7 phrases, we tell the world what we're supposed to think, acting in accordance with the shapes of our bodies and the uniforms made to fit them, khaki shorts,
and mini skirts,
telling prescribed stories that end with options A through D, like a choose-your-own-adventure book. We think that we have choices, but we don't even have options E through Z and all the possibilities in between, with sexualized plastic bodies, clothes that hang with little white tabs. We're drawn with thick black lines onto spaces of white and told that we can fill in the color. Where's the choice? The freedom in that. Where is the choice? The freedom in that. Where is the choice? The freedom in that.
There is ignorance in the simplicity of our lives, the way plastic peels off TV dinners, and we fill ourselves with the processed saccharine lights of flashing screens and tabloid magazines. Vessels painted and filled as mannequins, for values buried so deep we don't feel the corpses of our forefathers pulling our strings.
Manipulating us to be perfect members of society. Give me paint instead of crayons to paint new options. Give me paper with words to determine my own identity. And give me clay instead of plastic to mold my body into the shapes that it desires.
Because children's toys are too fragile for what lies ahead.
Because children's toys are too fragile for what lies ahead.
Because
children's toys are too fragile for what lies ahead.